At any of the news conferences that have been held on Maui over the past few months, you've probably noticed an American Sign Language interpreter translating the spoken words into signs for thousands of people in Hawaii who are deaf. KITV4's Quan has the story of one simple but powerful gesture in a story that's all new at 9.
I want to thank the interpreter for supporting so that the deaf community can understand what we are talking about. Thank you.
You may have not even noticed the thank you by DBET director Jimmy Tokioka, but it comes with a backstory.
His mom and I went to the deaf school when we found out he was deaf, and they have these family learning summer programs.
He is Pono Tokioka, Jim and Beth's son.
I get a little emotional when you ask me a question like that, but he's a very, very smart kid. He's very, very confident and very, very determined.
One of the interpreters at last week's Maui Update press conference was Tori Ho Ching.
I gave him a big hug and I just said, like, thank you, thank you for bringing light to not necessarily me, but to interpreters. Because
I understand the struggles that people in the deaf community go through. Well, first of all, it's the law. It's the Americans with Disability Act. It's the law.
The Tokiokas know a thing or two about the law. In 2006, when Pono was 11, he was denied an interpreter in a state baseball tournament. Eventually, the U.S. Justice Department upheld a complaint by the Tokiokas, and interpreters were allowed in the dugouts. But that experience pushed Pono into golf, where he would play for the University of Hawaii, which brings us to another backstory.
Tori, who was interpreting that day, backstory is she was one of Pono's interpreters when he was at the University of Hawaii.
I interpreted for him during his college career.
I want to thank the interpreter for supporting so that the deaf community can understand what we are talking about. Thank you very, very much. Hello.
So even more meaning to the thank you that all the television audience saw. Quan, KITV4 Island News.